Hello, beautiful ones. This is Julie B. I pray you're having a beautiful day full of peace, sunshine, happiness, joy, love, all of the fruits of the Spirit. I was given a wonderful download in the wee hours of this morning, and actually, I had to get up and write it. I was cautioned not to rely on my memory. Sometimes I can do that and then write it down once I finally get up. But this was very important to get this right. And this is directly from the 12th dimensional realm. Here is your 12th dimensional transmission. This is called the game plan. This is what they call it. They want us to remember that there is a game plan and they're on it. Here we go. Receive with love. The game plan. The most important things you can do right now: stay positive, remain calm, block all negative thought forms by creating a bubble around you. Do the same for your dependents and for those who are so asleep that they cannot do it for themselves. This is a rescue mission. It is not the time to concern yourself with niceties. Get your armor on and be ready to protect. Those of you who are warriors, get your poker face on. Guard your thoughts, emotions, and plans. Keep your living word tucked in your heart. This is your greatest defense. You must think about your multidimensional self as you treat and protect yourself, and do the same for those who you are protecting. Let's talk about 3 important parts of yourselves for you to focus on right now as much as happening. Your physical body. Clean up your intake drastically. Everything in your world has been poisoned. Do not panic, but be smart and defensive. The children are prime targets. Vitamin supplements, snacks, cereals, many of the prepackaged foods marketed as natural are all deceitfully laced with chemicals and other biological agents meant to weaken and damage your children. Do not panic, but be smart. Grow whatever foods you can grow. Sprouting seeds will be very helpful for fresh produce. Keep plenty of pure water, Himalayan and other natural salts, sea salts. You need this for your electrolytes. You are electrical beings, and your electromagnetic energy is attacked on all fronts to keep you in the dark. Move your bodies as much as you can. For those who cannot, help them. Movement is very important. Energy is always in motion and must remain so. Your energy body. You are aware of your energy bodies now more than ever. As you continue to heal your DNA structures, your emotional structures, your chakra structures, your light bodies, your electrical energy is pulsing faster, brighter, and more colorful. It is a sight to see what was, as we perceived, dull, colorless, slow pulsating energy beings begin to light up and sing new harmonics. We are very pleased and happy for you. You must remember to keep your physical structures in balance with your energy structures. Connect like you are plugging in electrical cords to the power source. Connect your physical forms to your planetary structure. Plug in. Then Focus on your energy structure within your physical form and without your physical form and plug in. Now focus on the entirety of your energy structures moving and pulsating in both structures, physical and energetic. Your ethereal bodies. Remember that you are a spiritual being who has connected to these physical and energetic structures here in this realm. You know this as your higher self. It is time to remember who you truly are. It is time to connect with your higher self and know that you will think higher thoughts and have clearer memory. You will have kinder, softer hearts when you have plugged back in to your higher self. You do this by denying petty negative emotions. Most of you have spent your time being programmed to respond with negativity. You need to continue to remove that programming and replace it with ways of higher thinking. Your fruits of the Spirit are given to you as the perfect example. They come from Source, Creator, and are perfect attributes for creating harmony. When you plug into your ethereal body, your higher self, you become adept at creating harmony within your body and your atmosphere. This is what is meant by touch others with your aura or personal energy field. You literally affect their energy field, and if their energies are receptive, the energies will play together and create a larger, happy energy field. As more of you do this, do you see how the realm will be positioned to move into great harmony? In your realm, disharmony was intentionally set up for dark and nefarious purposes. Your people have been programmed to receive and transmit this disharmony. We are here to assist you in reprogramming not only yourselves, but also your realm. The entire realm is infected with unbalanced energies and negative harmonics. This reprogramming is in effect. Do not worry, do not panic, remain calm, stay in faith, trust, and love. This is your 12th dimensional transmission complete. So, my beautiful dear ones, my family, I love you so much, and I'm so, so blessed and privileged to share this transmission with you. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for truly hearing me. I just felt some of you with totally open hearts receiving this information. And so let's talk a little bit about the 12th dimension. The 12th dimension is a very special realm, we'll say. It is within the structural quantum field. The 12th dimensional realm is, however, in a different way of thinking. We need to think completely different. Get used to different, right? Because it holds a sort of a physicality structure to be able to be within the structural fields, but is truly completely non-structural, as in completely non-corporeal, and is within some of the highest realms of creative thinking, creative creating pure love, no words. So please know what an honor it is to receive this transmission from the 12th dimensional ones, because it is work on their part to transmit their communication into a form that we can receive here in this realm. I know this well because that is my space. And it is truly a skill to do that sort of, what is the word I'm looking for? Translations. So let's know that we're very honored to have this connection with the 12th dimensional beings, actually solidified during that time that I was within the 12th dimension and did that special pineal gland and third eye healing, a spirit class that I did with thousands and thousands of beings there. And as I told you, many of you were there with me as well. And then I was given the download, doing that class there at that time. What I was doing, I was downloading it from myself to myself, if that makes sense. And I know to some of you it does. So I was putting it into a form that I could then bring here. And then we did it in a visioning prayer session just recently. Remember? Some of you were there. It is a beautiful, harmonious realm, pure love, pure thought, kithing or kithing, however you want to say it, tomatoes, tomatoes. Some of us say it one way, some of us say it the other, and they're both fine because it doesn't matter. What matters is what it is. That beautiful form of communication that is pure, even beyond thought, pure, even beyond emotion. It truly can't even be described, but it is what is the most pure form of communicating in the spirit, because words can be, and here in this realm, as we know, in this world, are contaminated and used improperly, and bad energy has been put into many of the words. Actually, even black magic. But again, this is nothing to fear. What the 12th dimensional ones are telling us is very, very practical advice here, so that we know, do not panic. We're told all throughout here, do not panic, but be smart. So I love this beautiful transmission. I'm so happy to have been able to share it with you. I want us to go farther and deeper into our visioning, creating, and manifesting abilities. We are going through great transformations. We are going into higher and higher consciousness. Those of you who are still with me, many have dropped off, and that is because they were not able to resonate as we move up. We resonate faster, we spin faster. We've talked about that. And so some are not quite ready for this level of higher consciousness, and that's okay. They'll get there. Everyone has their own pace. So again, we are not to panic or worry about anyone. Every being, every form of consciousness is expanding, us going through the ascension process. This is why we are being advised, don't panic, don't worry, but let's be smart right now because of things happening. And we don't even need to know what's happening. Again, that is the warrior mentality, the military mentality, and our spiritual military, the alliance, and all the beautiful beings working on our behalf Do you think they're going to share their game plan? I mean, the real moves? No, because then there's counter moves. So, and this is what we're being told here. We need to always know that there are moves and counter moves. And this is why if we hear a date, something's going to happen, uh, you know, please don't set your hearts on that, because we know now, don't we? We know that within the field, within the spirit realm, there are all of the probabilities and possibilities and and multiple timelines running simultaneously. And so we know that we can see, those of us who see into all of that, we can see what are the greatest probabilities at that moment. But all we can do is think, well, that's most probable. But we also need to remember that as we do our work, meditating, visioning, creating, and manifesting, and staying within the love and the peace, keeping our frequencies high and higher and higher, we can change those probabilities and attract to us which probability we want to see, that we do see. We bring it, we draw it to us. So we're going higher and higher in our consciousness, in our vibrational frequency sequences. I have done a lot of talk about faith versus fear, and a lot of healing sessions with, in the groups, and also personal healing sessions to remove those fear implants, to go into timelines, face what it is that's been hurting you and bringing you down into the lower densities and mindset, which is the 3D, the third dimensional Archon AI reality. So if you want to be free from that, because all of the cords have been cut for the transmissions of the orders, for all of the negative weaponries that were in place. Now what's running is just a leftover memory in each being here, running the programs themselves. So reprogramming. That's why they're talking to us about reprogramming. And that's why we've been going through the healing sessions that we've been going through in the Visioning Prayer sessions, and all of our other programs that we're doing within the Visioning with Julie B. Ministries platform. Everything that we're doing is for the purpose of healing, raising our frequencies, increasing our faith, dropping the fear. So we need to get out of the fight or flight primitive thought patterns. That behavior of fight or flight holds you down. So we've done the healings. If you need personal help, I am more than happy to help you. But it's going to take your hard inner work that I've talked to you about in some of my other audio teachings. So embrace your transformation that you're going through, even though this has been hard. This last year, we have all felt it in many ways. Physically, it's exactly what our 12th dimensional transmission is telling us, isn't it? We have mostly been feeling it within our ethereal body, our energy body, and our physical body. This is why we're being advised to pay special attention to them and plug in, remember? As we do this intentionally, we go through this transformation intentionally, focus on raising our vibrational frequency sequences, coming into higher and higher consciousness, and fight or flight is not a part of the equation anymore. Embrace that. And then as we do these sessions together, and when you do it on your own, because we should be working on this constantly, going throughout the day, whatever it is that we're doing, we should still be focusing on our transformation and ascension process. We then are naturally healing ourselves in every way. And I'm not just talking about the DNA healing and activations. I'm talking about diseases that have been plaguing all life here. We heal this by focusing on the high consciousness, higher and higher, raising our frequencies so high and balancing our energies. And because what causes illness, what causes cancer, rheumatoid arthritis, dementia, you know, uh, all of the anti-inflammatory diseases. It is a combination of the three that the 12th dimensional ones told us to focus on: physical, energy, and ethereal. So the cleaning up your, I'm 100% on board with that. You know me, I agree, because we've been talking about the Ormus foods and the fresh produce, local, organic, as much as you can get, fresh produce with real energy, information, nutrition, and high vibratory foods for your body to help you be that electrical being and light up more, as they talked about. Isn't that beautiful how they see us? And as we do this, we heal ourselves. One of the most important things that I advise you to focus on is peace and harmony. Peace and harmony. And the 12th dimensional ones talked about the harmony, the importance of harmony. Think harmonics. Harmonics. It is, the cosmos is based on harmonics, and of course the mathematical equations that are within those harmonics. Harmony. So when we are not in harmony, we know that we are in the wrong harmonics and this entire realm, as we know, and the 12th dimensional ones reiterated, letting us know they see the infection. It's a systemic infection, systemic, this entire realm. And so this is very encouraging for our star families to just remind us they're here. The reprogramming is in effect, they say, and that they see what happened. They understand it completely now. This has all been studied, analyzed, evaluated, technologies, beautiful organic AI technologies, which is under the supervision of Creator, our Heavenly Father, our Creator, have all been perfected to undo this AI, Archon AI technology here that came in, as they said, for dark and nefarious purposes, for control and manipulation, 100%, and eventually complete destruction, because they're anti-life. Now remember, and they advise, and I advise you too, always, don't be in fear about this, because God won. All of this is already won. And remember that we are privileged to go through this, walk through the story. It's a true story of this creation, and do the creating. And as we're doing it, It is for the purpose of our spiritual development, the development of our beingness, honing in on our skills and abilities that are given to us by our Creator, whom we are created in His image, in His likeness, that means. So, isn't it beautiful? We need to stop perceiving things in our environment as a threat. Get out of the fight or flight mode. This is very, very important. All right. And this is why I've been asking you stop listening to so many of these, social media programs out there because they're pushing fear. Why? Because guess what? People have been addicted to fear. It is a true chemical, physical, and emotional and mental addiction. It happens within your body chemically and otherwise. It is a true addiction, no different than a heroin addiction because of the chemicals that are set off in your bodies when you are in that fight or flight mode. And so it turns on your stress response. When you listen to these, fear mongerers, we know, as the 12th dimensional beings told us here in their transmission, that they came in and, they set up for dark and nefarious purposes. And we know this. That doesn't mean we go into fear. This has been here forever. We're at the end of it. We should be celebrating. So, no fear. We've got to get out of the stress response because of the addictions that happen when we're in the fight or flight mode. It causes the addiction to that feeling. And so this is why we need to remember our thoughts, feelings, or emotions and actions are so extremely important. It creates our reality. We need to transform our thoughts, our emotions, and actions to create new energy. Okay, so you disable that fight or flight stress response energy, but now what? This is where you go in and you transform with your thoughts, emotions, and actions to create new energy waves within yourself, within your bodies that the 12th dimensional ones told us to focus on. Our physical body, our energy body, and our ethereal body. What this does is create new reality. It heals diseases. This is clinically proven. It brings you into balance and happiness and joy. These are the true healers. Cancer, inflammation, all diseases are healed by this balance and transformation. So we can do all of the right things physically, eat all the right foods, take, supplements, even though I don't, recommend that. Food is our medicine. Drink pure water, we can do all the right things, exercise, go for our walks. We can do all of these things, but without that important, most important aspect of changing your thoughts, emotions, and actions so that you're creating the correct energy within yourself and then drawing those, the correct energies to you for a good reality that you want, then none of the other things that you're doing will do you any good. That's the truth. We have to connect. This is why I love this message from the 12th dimensional beings, because they're confirming what I've been saying. And actually, I wrote something up, and so much of what they downloaded to me this morning is just almost exactly, it's just right on. All of these things confirm each other. all of our star families confirm each other and they confirm us. We are on the right path. They say this, and I agree. We want to increase our awareness, increase our frequency sequences for an easy transformation. So this is where the harmony comes in, peace and harmony, even though we're going through a hard test, hard finals, right? It is our greatest challenge now to allow this to happen real easily by doing everything that I just talked about. Because if we think, oh, I've got to be in peace. Oh, I've got to raise my consciousness higher. And oh, I've got to do this so that I can ascend. You're blocking everything that you're trying to bring in. So let that go, be at ease, and all of that good transformation will just start happening more naturally and comfortably. So keep finding your joy, connect with the angel of joy. And actually, I have been getting a lot of informations about the angel of creative work and the angel of joy connecting as partners and going in and helping a lot of people with their work. And, it's very important that we find joy in our work. And so that makes sense to me. And remember that you will be tested. You will be tested. Difficulties come and they will continue. And so we've been given all of our tools, everything that we need. Now is the test time, finals. So as you go through a difficult situation, which you will, we all will, how do you respond? It's not about if you will respond, because you definitely will. We all will. But the question is, how long do you allow yourself to stay in it? So you have a natural response because of the programming, leftovers, right? A little bit of the leftovers. It's like a shadow of the programming that might, not might, will. I mean, we are working within these bodies that do have a response, several response systems. So it's going to happen. But so how long do you allow yourself to fall and be in the negative thoughts, feelings, and actions that just naturally want to take over? Pull yourself out immediately as soon as you recognize this is my old response. No, not going to do that. And, go into your reprogramming. Say, no, I'm going to stay in joy and peace and trust and faith. I know the divine plan is in action. And that pulls you right out of that old way of responding. Negative emotions, remember, will set off chemicals in your body. Now, you think of yourself, if it helps you, as a recovering addict, a recovering addict from those old fight or flight fear response, actual chemical responses and things that kick out into your physical body and affect your energy body as well, and your ethereal body. This is why the more and more I think about this beautiful download from the 12th dimensional ones, it is so utterly practical and critical for us at this point, because this is exactly where we're at. They see us. So just say no. Just say no to the fear. Deny those lower feelings, those lower density feelings. It brings you into lower consciousness. And that is where the 3D is at. And guess what? All of you who are hearing my voice right now, you're all within a different dimension. But here we are all together. How does that work? Well, this is what we mean when we talk about all the timelines are working together. There are infinite timelines within the quantum field, all running simultaneously. And we are working within many of them simultaneously. So we've got good work that we can be doing in each of them and all of them to create a great harmony overall. We want to think about the theta brain waves. I'm going to do another audio at another time and go into depth about that. But the theta brain waves, that brings you into open creative awareness. This is what we do when we are doing our visioning prayer sessions without even being aware. We're moving through the levels of brain waves. We move into the theta, where open creative awareness is. This is where you do your reprogramming, and it's where we can create new realities in timelines. This is what we have been doing, visioners, envisioning with Julie B, for 3 years now, a little over 3 years. And remember that I have been saying over and over and over, and please receive it. Gratitude opens the divine. Gratitude is your catalyst to move in deeply into the theta brain waves, where you can do that creative work and create new realities and timelines like we have done. You've done this, and were you even aware of it? No, probably not. Some of you were, most of you weren't. I can tell you that. So we want to increase our beta. We don't want to increase increased beta brainwaves. This brings the negative system is at work. This is where, when you increase your beta, this is where you are analytical, you worry, you have limited thinking, you're incoherent because you are, allowing yourself to become decompartmentalized. And, so you just find chaos. And what does that do? Drains your energy. Now, when we meditate, we go into that beautiful nothing, which is actually the one. It is the all. It is all of that. And only if you are not in 3D will you understand what I just said. Meditation is going into nothingness, oneness, and the all. And we sync our front brains and our back brains, and our neurons fire, and they come into rhythm. That chaos is gone. And our brain says, ooh, this is good. We're safe. And so what does that cause? Increased energy in theta. And then as you continue, this is the beautiful part, and we do this in our visioning. Many of us, some of you are getting there, you're learning, but then after we've increased our energy, we move into theta, and then we move into that beautiful gamma state where we have our profound arousal. It's ecstasy. I know that many of you visioners know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's exactly where we go in our visioning prayer sessions. Your heart informs your brain of safety, and it welcomes creating time. And your body responds, and even though you don't even realize it, healing is occurring. And when all of this is happening, we are manifesting. When we're in the gamma state, we don't need to go running out into the quantum looking for what we want to manifest. We are such electromagnetic beings, so highly electric at this time in gamma, that actually we draw it to us. That is where the ease comes. It is not hard work at all. It is easy creating, manifesting. When you're in the high gamma states, which a few of you have been able to find and reach during visioning prayer sessions, I've seen it. You are then in such a profound mystical experience. And this is when, and remember, I used to explain this more often than I do now these days, but hopefully you all get it anyway. When we move out into the spirit, within and without, it's all the same. When we move so deeply into the spirit, where we are actually finding this gamma state, we are experiencing senses that we don't experience otherwise. Remember, we've talked about that. You can actually taste a fragrance or hear a color. Remember, I used to teach about watching for that experience during visioning. That's the gamma. That's the high gamma state. So you are having full sensory experiences with no senses that you know of, that you're familiar with, the five senses. They are not in play. It is a completely new set of senses. And I know that a few of you, a very few of you, know exactly what I'm talking about. That is the high gamma state. And if you continue with us, and if you're new, if you're hearing me for the first time, Julie B, Visioning with Julie B Ministries, you're welcome to join us. You're welcome to join us. You'll have the information of how to find us, but it's visioningwithjulieb.com. Also, Visioning with Julie B on Telegram, have a chat channel and the main channel, and also Visioning with Julie B Ministries on Rumble. So when we get into this beautiful high gamma state, which is, oh, so lovely to be in, you don't even want to leave. You feel more electric, don't you? You feel your fullness. This is the fullness. We are closer and closer to God, you know, when we're in the high gamma state. You are in those realms of where you are from originally, I will say. So you feel more electric, like the real you. You are electromagnetic beings. Now, I wrote this, and then here, this is also told to us by our dear 12th dimensional ones in this transmission. And they see us creating, you know, being more, how do they say, pulsating more and being more colorful. And they see that and they say how beautiful it is. That just tickled my heart. So, the high gamma state, this is where many of us go as we meditate and then move into visioning. You know how to do this. Now you're just more aware of what exactly it is that you're doing. And those of you who aren't there yet, you'll get there, I promise you. But don't make it hard. Relax, go easy, and let it happen. As we experience gamma state, we expand our consciousness. And when you return from gamma back into your personality, you see, once you've kind of really gotten a grip on, wow, I'm in gamma, and you've got it, and you can go there again easily, sometimes much deeper than other times, but definitely you get there. Then when you come back from gamma into your personality, because you've got things to do here, but you see a more expanded reality around you because your sights have been honed, your sight. You have learned how to expand your consciousness to a degree that you just weren't aware of before, but now that you are, you can't unlearn that and unknow that. So this is, you know, why we just always continue going forward. Now you're there. Now you're spinning faster and faster, your energetic being, and in your ascension process. So you've learned how to expand your consciousness. And now during your daily routines, as I've talked about actually another podcast that I just recorded for you the other day, which I need to get uploaded. But now you utilize this in your daily routines, going to your job, going home, at home with your family, in your social experiences, you can still remain in this expanded state and transform your environment and your atmosphere and affect all those around you as you do that. You see how beautiful this is that we're doing. So, um, I'm going to let that be it for today. I want to thank you so much for being with me, for hearing me, for opening your hearts, for giving me your precious time. Let it bless you. Let it bless you. And remember, where we go one, we go all. We're all in this together. And I'm so happy to have you with me in this amazing journey of awakening and ascending. Thank you for hearing me. Let's close in prayer. Our dear Holy One, I thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the beauty of connection. Thank you for this beautiful transmission from our 12th dimensional ones. Thank you that they are also overseeing and assisting and encouraging us to just stay in trust and love, but also they gave us some very practical advice, and I thank you so much for that. Let this recording go out deep and wide. I am asking within the light, sound, vibration, and atmosphere of Yeshua that this recording go out deep and wide to many, so that it is a part of their awakening and assists them in their ascension process. And so that many more can see that our star families are connected with God consciousness, Creator, Source, Heavenly Father, Earthly Mother, the angels, that it is certainly not evil to think that there are other beings off of this earth. That is a program that has been placed in them. And I pray within the name of Jesus, Yeshua, within his light, sound, vibration, and atmosphere, as he tells us to do, that means within his name, that programming, the shadow of that programming is lit up to the point of not being able to affect these beings any longer. I ask and I say thank you for, in full gratitude, that those needing help to understand this programming that has been done to them, the implants that were actually literally put in them and around them and in this entire realm, that they come for help, for information, for prayer, for fellowship and togetherness, so that more and more of us are walking this journey together and creating more and more love and high vibrational frequencies and lighting up this realm. I thank you that that is why we are here. Thank you for trusting us with this enjoyable, hard but enjoyable assignment and mission. Let us open up our minds and our hearts to have the wisdom and knowledge and comprehension of what it means to work hard but do it easily at the same time. Because this is a concept that a 3D thinker cannot comprehend because of the programming that's done to them. So let's break that programming once and for all, because all of this is already done. And so a 3D thinker will think, well, then why am I to do anything? Then I'm just going to sit here and just wait for all of this to happen. And, that is 3D thinking. That is the programming. Let us help them see this. Bring them to us, I pray, so that we can help them with information. Information is power. And Yeshua, you came to Teach us about our power, which comes from you. And we have that power because you are within us and we are within you and we are one. That is the beautiful unity. So I just say thank you. This is an amazing, amazing moment that we are running. And what an honor it is to serve. And I serve in all love and gratitude and graciousness and peace and mercy and yes, all the fruits of the Spirit. Thank you that our 12th dimensional ones actually talked about the fruits of your spirit. See, that shows us that your beautiful beings are everywhere in the cosmos. And they're all looking in on us. And they're all taking a part in this great transformation. So let us take this serious and let us be in gratitude, full gratitude. And let that gratitude open up your divine doors and pour down the knowledge, the information, the downloads, the healings. Oh, yes. Thank you. We just say thank you. And I will end it there with full gratitude within the name, within the light, sound, vibration, and atmosphere of our dear Yeshua. Yah, he who creates life, and Shua, he who saves. Thank you for your beautiful divine plan of bringing a part of yourself straight out of your own bosom and created the image of yourself and called him your son, Jesus, Yeshua, so that you could bring a part of yourself that we could actually see. The disciples were able to see, feel, touch, talk with, eat with, laugh with, and work with you in the flesh. That is a mystical miracle that only one not in the dark world can comprehend and appreciate. That love and grace and mercy that comes only from you is a blessing. And I say thank you. Let us all have a beautiful day. Whatever day it is now, it is the moment. Let us have a beautiful moment from moment to moment to moment and know that now is everything. And what we do now lasts for eternity. So let's make it the best we can with you. In Yeshua's name, I say thank you. And let it be sealed in love, trust, and truth. Amen and amen. All right, my loved ones, thank you so much for hearing me. Have a beautiful day. Julie B. Over and out.